Welcome to South Charlotte Sports Report Zoom Live with Team NC Hinde, one of the top softball teams in the country, and they're all based right here in the Charlotte region, so we're so excited to have them here with us tonight. Bunch of outstanding young ladies on the softball field. Let me say hello to everyone. Audrey, how are you tonight?
I'm good.
Got to tell me what position you play.
I'm a catcher.
The catcher. Tegan, how are you?
I'm good.
And you
My
are?
name. I play shortstop.
That's what I thought. Megan, how are you? And tell me your position.
I'm good, and I play second and center.
And Anna?
I'm good, and I play third base and catcher.
There you go. Jalen?
I'm good, and I play second now.
And Emma?
I'm good, and I play outfield.
Taylor?
I'm good. I'm a pitcher, first baseman.
Betsy?
Doing great. I'm a catcher and a first baseman.
All right, let's talk a little bit. Team NC Hinde. We've got Coach Kevin Hinde here. You got to give me the history because unless I'm wrong, I think a few years ago you had started out rec league, South Charlotte Rec. I'm right about that, aren't I?
You are.
Okay.
Started out in South Charlotte a few years ago and was coaching rec ball out there and ended up coaching, some all-star and then a challenge team out there, and then it developed into going into travel.
So obviously your daughter was the first player. Who was the next player to join for you to coach?
So Anna was the first player on the team. I had a couple come over from South Charlotte, and we've got a couple, one on the call Tegan's one of the originals. So, yeah.
Good. Well, tell me about these girls and some of your accomplishments of late.
So yeah, it's a very special team, and they've done some pretty special things. We play a lot of showcase ball as well. We're nationally ranked through extra inning softball, and we're ranked with flow softball previously as well. And so travel all over the country. We've done. We're on the state championships in 10 U, 12 U, and 14 U. USA softball, so we're trying to win that in each age group, which is kind of exciting. We placed ninth in world championships previously, and so yeah, from the showcase side of things, we've done very well in that. Play a lot of and really try to play the top competition around the country. This year, we're slated to play PGF National Championships later this year, so that'll be our big one for the summer.
Well, girls, tell me a little bit about what's going on in life. Obviously, we can't be out there playing with our high school teams or middle school teams right now. What are you doing to stay in shape, Audrey?
Well, as a team, we're doing we have team workouts and we're doing like endurance challenges, but we also, are just working at home on our own too. So that's mainly what we're doing right now.
Tegan, tell me what you're up to.
Along the lines of what Audrey said, we all have like a team speed and agility plan, but each individually probably have a little bit different workout plan than all the others.
Megan?
Yeah, I would say the same. Like, we all have our team things, but we all do our own thing, and yeah.
Anna?
I try to go out to the field as much as I can, get as much work in as I can. Doing arm care, leg work, arm work as much as possible.
Jalen?
I go out to the field almost every single day, but I continue to do our team workouts and our team speed and agility, and I do my arm care and my fielding, and yeah.
Emma?
Like what they said, we're all doing our team workouts, and then we all personally reach out to Coach Kevin and get feedback on the stuff we individually need to work on, and we work on that along with all of our workouts and all of our team challenges.
Taylor?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing, following the team workout plan. And then for me, I try to throw 4 to 5 times a week to make sure everything's looking good.
Betsy?
Same thing that they all said. I try to go to the field at least 3 times a week, and then I do the team workout, speed and agilities, the squat program. We just started the 30-day squat routine, and then I just working in my backyard with my dad, everything like that.
Okay. Obviously, there's a few players that aren't here. Maybe they're from other areas outside of Charlotte. So, considering the girls that are here, who is the biggest clown and jokester on the team?
Tegan.
Yeah, probably me.
Yeah,
Probably me.
Yeah.
Who is the most organized?
Anna.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Anna.
Last girl to always leave the dugout.
Anna. That's me.
Anna.
Always the coach's kid. It's always the last
Yeah.
one out.
Yeah.
Who tries to suck up the most to the coach and be the coach's favorite?
Mm.
I don't know. I
I'm gonna
don't
throw
know.
some people under the bus
I would
here.
say no one really.
No,
honestly.
No?
Honest, I never see anybody do
Yeah,
it.
I don't really.
Okay. Now, granted, other than the two of you that are at the same school together, who do you think is the most studious? The brightest one?
Jalen.
Jalen.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I agree.
I know you're all young and you're in ninth grade, but this is softball we're talking about. And I know we've got things in place, but are any of y'all feel like you know for sure where you want to go to college at? You don't have to say where, but just on what you've seen and going to camps and things like that, do you feel like you have a goal of where you'd like to end up at?
I think so for me. I have an idea of where I want to go, so for me,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I'm the same way. Like, I have a list of and then my top 3 are the ones I'm working towards.
Coach, I know things have changed over the last year or two. If we were 2 years back, a lot of these girls would already be committed, right? But now with some of the new rules in place, they can't do it quite as early. Is that correct?
That's correct. I feel pretty strongly that if the rules would not have changed, then there would be some players to have some opportunities on this team, and possibly some offers at a very young age. And the rules have changed, and now it's September 1 of their junior year. And it gives them a lot more time. They can relax on it a little bit. As far as thinking or feeling any stresses as far as from a recruiting standpoint. But we're all, as coaches and things, helping them to still move forward through that process, basically as if nothing's changed. And they still do all their emails and videos and social media and things like that to stay on top of it.
Right. Fun question. So you win a big game. Where do you want to go out to eat at? Audrey?
Probably Chick-fil-A. That's my go-to all the time.
Tegan?
Probably Mexican food. Any Mexican restaurant.
Megan?
I would definitely say Mexican too.
Anna?
Totally agree with the Mexican.
Jalen?
The Mexican.
Holy cow. Emma?
I think the Mexican, but I also enjoy Greek food. So
Taylor?
Mexican food.
Betsy, break the
I
cycle.
would have to go with Chick-fil-A, even though as a team we always go to Mexican places.
Okay. Let's say that coach pulls out the credit card and says, we're going to eat anywhere you want to eat. Doesn't matter how much it costs. Where do you want to go, Audrey?
Mexican.
Boy. Tegan?
Oh, a steakhouse.
Yeah. Which one?
Logan's.
Megan?
The Cheesecake Factory.
Somebody said that last night when I was interviewing them. Anna?
I always got to go with Texas Longhorn.
Jalen?
I would go with Outback Steakhouse.
Emma?
the melting pot.
Yes. Emma's spending the money, Coach.
Yeah.
Taylor?
The melting pot.
Yeah. Betsy?
I'd have to go with Olive Garden.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, some of these girls are more expensive than others, I can tell. Obviously, we're in a holding pattern. We would all like to think that, hey, we're going to get to play the schedule as it is, but we really don't know. Coach, are you ready to adapt to whatever we're allowed to do if certain things don't happen? I'm sure you have a plan A, B, and C for the summer.
We do. It's recently we've gotten word that everything is still on as planned as of right now, and and they're preparing for that. If things change and it goes a little bit later and it opens up immediately, the training that they're doing right now and the workouts they're doing, that they'll be prepared from an ability standpoint, athletically, and being fit, ready to go into the field. They should be good to go from that standpoint. But we do have some other options in place if things get a little mixed up, things get delayed, and things like that. So we have some options out there to do that. Biggest thing for us right now and for the girls is just make sure they're ready if everything stays on schedule and we're not be able to get together as a team, that they're actually individually getting their work in and doing those things to be ready.
Girls, you're very lucky. I think you've got a very organized coach, and I don't mind saying this with him listening. He promotes each one of you on a level unlike 95% of other coaches, and I think you need to be very thankful of that, and I'm sure you are. But the job that he does selling you, promoting you, and telling others about you is phenomenal. So never take that for granted in what he's doing for you. And, Kevin, you do a phenomenal job with them. And, y'all still have multiple years together. So the sky is the limit to compete for national championships. And I certainly wish you all the best in doing that. One other message, now that I've got so many of you here, I tried to deliver this message every night for the last month because I know how much you're missing school, and I know how much you're missing seeing your friends and doing normal things. Stay positive, but let me challenge you one thing. Get on your phone tomorrow. Call somebody or reach out to somebody that is not in your tight circle of friends. It's just a little bit out there, away from, not your best friends or anything, and check in on them and say hello. It can be an adult, it can be a fellow student, but think of how much it means to you over the last month when you've heard from someone that you weren't expecting to hear from. So that's my challenge to you, and to stay positive. Coach, anything else you'd like to talk about with these girls?
One thing I do want to say, Tripp, I really appreciate, what you're doing, using this avenue, and getting things out there and getting positive messages out there. I think is something that is tough to come by nowadays because there's a lot of things going on, and I'll say it like that. But you're doing a great job with this and staying positive out there and with your message. So I do appreciate that. We all do.
Hey, we're going to. That's just hey, there's only a few of us doing that, so I'm going to try to be at the top of doing that. But I appreciate your time, girls. I cannot wait to follow each of you over the next few years, and I know Coach will tell me all about you. And some of you that are here closer to me, like Anna and Taylor, I'll really be able to see you guys. But, with the way we're set up now, it's easy to follow you. Make sure you all follow me on Twitter at SC Sports Report, because just about everything your coach sends out, I retweet. So stay in contact with me. I wish you the very best. I'm pulling for you to get back on the field with your team very soon. So thank you all for joining us, and I hope everyone has a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been Tripp Roakes with the South Charlotte Sports Report. Thanks for joining us with Team NC Hinde.